Welcome back to News 8 at 11, and we are here at the Soul Bowl. Big day, big game tonight between Moline and United Township. Week 7 of the score coming your way at 10:35. We're joined now by the head coach of the Panthers, Nick Welch. And Coach, thanks for coming out in the rain and joining us. It's been an up and down season for United Township. I think you've seen a lot of good, and I know there's a lot that's frustrated you. Where are you at after 6 weeks of the season with this group?
I'm proud of our kids, man. You know, it's such a good group of guys, and they've done everything we've asked of them. They continue to show up and work hard and prepare. Frustrated because they have done everything that we've asked of them, and the results haven't necessarily gone our way. But we have a great opportunity tonight. You know, the school down the road's coming to town with the best-looking coach in the Quad Cities. So we got our hands full. But I think our kids are pretty juiced. You know, it's kind of our natural rivalry. 2.5 miles away from each other. But it's a very good football team, and they've had their ups and downs a little bit, but they've played some really good teams, and they played some teams really close. So we got to come ready to play because we know they're going to come ready to play tonight at our place.
Knowing what you guys have put into the season, the kids have put into the off season and everything, is that hard to kind of remind them, like, hey, yeah, the results aren't there, but we're still making progress?
It is, and I think it's a good lesson in life that you can do, what you're expected to do, and maybe even more than that, and then it's not always going to work out in your favor. I wish that wasn't the life lesson that we were learning right now, but it is a life lesson, and I think these characteristics are things that these kids will carry with them for life, and hopefully it'll make them better fathers, better husbands, better employees, better bosses someday. But at the end of the day, I know these kids want to win, and they want to do everything they can to get the scoreboard righted, and I know that they're going to do that tonight.
We mentioned the rivalry, and you always say you throw the rivalry, the records out the window, and you'd like to probably in this game, but it is a huge rivalry, and you didn't mention their name, and it is a big game regardless if this is two winless teams, two perfect teams. Talk about this rivalry between these two schools.
I mean, it's just one of those things where these kids grow up playing against each other in junior high and in junior Panther, junior Maroons, and then they're some of our kids live literally on the border between Moline and East Moline. There's a set of apartments right there that this set of apartments goes to UT, that set of apartments goes to Moline. So I think naturally there's just that, and then the competitive nature to it. Social media these days intertwining these kids more than ever, and there's a lot of opportunities for people to make comments. So naturally, we get pretty excited, and the kids are ready. It's a good football team, and they're well coached, and we're excited for the opportunity to play tonight.
With 3 games left, and this being the first of those 3, what's the stretch? What do you try to hope for these 3 games? Obviously, you want to win out, but starting tonight, what do you hope these guys do?
Well, unfortunately for us, we only have 2 because Week 8 was supposed to be the Allman game. We weren't able to fill it, but I just talked a lot about our seniors and how they want to leave their legacy. I think they've done a great job of setting the standard for our program. We've got some outstanding senior leaders who have done everything that we've asked of them, and obviously, like we said, the results haven't always worked out in our favor. But how do we want to? This is our last game on this beautiful field. How do they want to remember it? And against a natural rival. So the biggest thing is finish what you started. Take pride in your performance. Take pride in your program. Take pride in your community, and do the best you can to represent our program the right way. And I know they will.
Off the football field, we always give this guy a hard time because somehow you convinced this lovely lady Riley to marry you almost 2 years ago, something like that.
Yeah.
Big news for your family. You're going to have a family, a baby on the way. How excited are you? And are you ready to be a girl dad? I'm hearing a girl.
I'm not ready yet. I will be.
Good thing is you still have time, right?
Yes. We got some time. She's due in March, but we have a baby girl on the way. We're very excited. It's a blessing from God that this is all worked out, and hopefully everything continues to go well. But so far, so good.
Yeah.
We're almost at that 20-week mark where we get the 4D ultrasound, and it's going to be crazy to see your baby's face, baby girl's face on that screen.
Hopefully she looks more like
mom than dad, absolutely, and more athletic. Athleticism of mom,
absolutely.
If anything, maybe mom's pretty smart too, but if dad can give anything, maybe some brains, but that's questionable too. But we're really excited, man, and I'm really happy for our parents are so excited, and our siblings, and it's really just a blessing for our family, and able to tell the team a couple weeks ago, and the excitement they had, and just knowing that our baby girl is always going to have an extended family to look out for, along with her family, And I'm already like get goosebumps thinking about watching her run around on the sidelines.
Yep.
And hopefully she likes hanging around Dad and being on the field and being around sports. And obviously Riley's coaching Lady Hitman softball and getting her around athletics. And if that's not her thing, it's not her thing.
Yeah.
But we're definitely excited for that opportunity.
Your life's changing only for the best, my man.
I'm hearing that a lot.
It's going to be fantastic. And seeing those guys react that way on Facebook was really cool. It just shows how close this community is.
Yes.
He's Nick Welch, head coach of United Township. Best of luck. You're like the second best looking head coach.
Thank you. Hey, definitely not the first, but I'm glad I'm not the last.
We'll have much more on this United Township Moline rivalry coming up. Also, week 7 of the high school football season. We'll break that down for you. Also introduce to you our guest griller. A lot more to get to from the Soul Bowl in just a little bit. Guys, back to you.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, guys.